Imagine being born into a world where the odds are stacked against you from day one. Your every move is scrutinized by predators and competitors, and survival isn't just a challenge, it's a battle. This is the harsh reality for a tiger, the majestic apex predator of the jungle. While we often marvel at their strength, beauty, and grace, the life of a tiger is far from glamorous. It's a constant struggle for survival, filled with dangers and responsibilities that few could imagine. So, let's take a deeper look into why it truly sucks to be born as a tiger. From the moment a tiger cub enters the world, its life is fraught with danger. Unlike many other animals, tigers don't have the luxury of a large herd or community to look after them. They are born alone, with no siblings to rely on for companionship or protection. The mother, often a solitary figure herself, must shoulder the immense responsibility of keeping the cubs safe. This is no easy task. Tigers, being apex predators, face constant threats from other carnivores like leopards and wild dogs, who are always on the lookout for an opportunity to strike. Even other tigers, particularly males, can pose a threat to a cub's survival. In the wild, survival is a solitary affair, and the first few months of a tiger's life are crucial. If they aren't protected and nurtured properly, they don't stand a chance of growing into the fearsome adults they're destined to be. As if protection wasn't enough, young tigers must also learn the delicate art of foraging. This means learning to hunt, and hunt well. While tiger cubs might initially rely on their mother to provide food, as they mature, the need for independence grows. A tiger's diet primarily consists of large prey, such as deer, wild boar, and even smaller elephants. However, these creatures aren't easy to catch. Hunting requires stealth, patience, and strength. And it's not as simple as waiting for prey to walk into your line of sight. Tigers must cover large territories, sometimes spanning hundreds of square miles, in search of food. And hunting isn't guaranteed. They might spend days stalking their prey, only to return empty-handed. This not only drains energy, but also puts the tiger in a constant state of uncertainty. One failed hunt can lead to starvation, especially for younger tigers still honing their skills. A tiger doesn't get to enjoy the luxury of carefree cubhood for long. From a young age, they are thrust into the responsibility of learning how to survive in a harsh world. Their mother serves as their guide, teaching them the essential skills they'll need to thrive. These lessons include tracking prey, climbing, swimming, and perhaps most importantly, fighting. Tigers are solitary hunters, but they are also territorial animals. Once the cubs grow older, they must learn how to defend their turf from other tigers. Territorial disputes can often lead to violent encounters, and the consequences can be deadly. In fact, many tiger cubs are forced to leave their mother's territory when they reach maturity, beginning their lives as nomads in a vast and hostile landscape. This process of growing up and finding their own place in the world isn't just a rite of passage. It's a survival mechanism. Without the necessary training, a young tiger has little chance of making it in the wild. And then, there are the confrontations. As we mentioned earlier, tigers are solitary by nature, but that doesn't mean they are free from conflict. In fact, one of the hardest parts of being a tiger is dealing with the constant territorial battles that come with being an apex predator. While tigers may be at the top of the food chain, they still face fierce competition for space, food, and mates. Other tigers will invade their territory, and these encounters can escalate into fierce, sometimes fatal fights. In a world where survival depends on maintaining your dominance, these conflicts are unavoidable. A tiger must constantly assert its presence, even at the risk of injury or death. The physical toll of these confrontations can leave deep scars, both literal and metaphorical. In some cases, tigers may even face threats from humans, particularly when their habitats are encroached upon for farming or development. These human-tiger conflicts can be deadly, with tigers sometimes resorting to hunting livestock in desperation, only to face retribution from local communities. Being born as a tiger is no easy fate. It's a life filled with danger, solitude, and relentless challenges. From the moment a cub is born, it is thrust into a world where every day is a battle for survival. The responsibilities of protection, foraging, and guidance are all on the mother's shoulders, but soon enough, the cub must face these challenges alone. The frequent confrontations with other tigers and the constant threat of injury or death make the life of a tiger a hard one, to say the least. However, despite these hardships, tigers are incredibly resilient. They have adapted to survive in some of the most difficult environments on Earth, from dense jungles to snowy mountains. Their strength, stealth, and intelligence are finely tuned survival tools, allowing them to thrive in a world that is constantly trying to knock them down. So, the next time you see a tiger, remember that behind the majestic stripes and powerful roar is a life that demands extraordinary resilience and determination. While it may suck to be born as a tiger, there is no doubt that these incredible creatures are a symbol of endurance in the wild.